But we have also studied and found that they have power to register political parties. But the question is whether it was done rightly or wrongly. And I think that is the issue between the political parties and INEC, which they can sort out in court. But I must say, the numbers of political parties we have in Nigeria, at the time we are clamoring for multi-party democracy, which was just narrowed to two, three political parties with regional coloration, was that people should be allowed to evolve political parties. But because of the interest of the power that be then, they went ahead to register a multitude of political parties that don't even have offices. So because of the grant attached to it, you see a husband and wife can just sit at the back of their room and manipulate some signature and go to ANEC and register a political party. And so far, a political party that has existed for more than 10 years and it has not been able to contest, we are not talking of winning, even councillor election in the local government. I think that party deserves to die. So, but we know that given the corrupt system we have, some political parties may have also been deregistered for the fact that they are strong opposition. So whether they are strong or not, that is left to the public. And if they rightly or wrongly deregistered, I think that is a matter for court to determine. So then on the constitutional review, if you listen to my speech, I mentioned that despite all these ongoing processes, that except we go to the basis through constitutional reform, constitutional conference, that all these are just palliative measures. Because you cannot just roam the country and at the end of the day we trust constitution on the people. The people are the heart of constitution. Because the first thing they will, after pronouncing this constitution to existence, is to start looking for acceptability and legitimacy of the constitution. Because it was not derived from the people. We have said right from time that any constitution that Nigeria must have, that must guide us to the promised land, must be derived from the grassroots, from the people. Since I was born, I have never attended referendum in this country. And I remember last year when I was in Liberia to monitor the presidential election, the runoff. There were two issues that took the Liberian electors to the poll on referendum before the election. One was that election is fixed by constitution on October. And October is rainy season. It gives them a lot of problem in the process of voting and collation of results. And so they want the citizens to vote whether to change it from October to another month. That alone, all the citizens had to come out. The second issue was that the age of retirement of High Court judge is 56. They now want to move it to 66, and they want the public to go and vote. In Nigeria, there is a country that is just emerging from war. In Nigeria, we will just listen to news and hear that President Goodluck Jonathan has approved the retirement age of High Court judges from so to so. Even before the National Assembly will ratify. So National Assembly itself is just a mere rubber stamp in the hand of the president. Not to talk of the people that, as far as they are concerned, does not matter. So, and we are saying it with all emphasis that whatever they are doing now is just a way, is still the same way they are promoting corruption. Some of them would have come out with billions of naira out of this process in the name of organizing kangaroo review conferences in all the constituency. So we know, we understand all this. This happened in, was it in 2006, when Obasanjo was looking for third term. What happened at the end of the day? All the billions that went into that process was frittered away. So, and it is the same job already they have embarked upon. Some issues that have been touted in several years ago tenure. Whether it will say true or not, at the end of the day, we see that. But what I am saying is that the Constitution itself, because it was not done properly from beginning, that's why we are still having all these teaching problems around, and we must go back to basis. Then on the issue of fuel hike, it's not that the civil society are sleeping. The civil society is not sleeping, but we have a lot of problems. The problem is that in the civil society today, which comprise of non-governmental organizations, religious bodies, and the rest, you find that majority of civil society, of the so-called civil society, are now NGI, non-governmental individuals, and NGF, non-governmental family. Once a governor gets to office, the first thing he do now is to set up a pet project for the wife, using his friends and cronies to set up pockets of NGOs here and there. So it's another way of draining the funds of the public. So you hear them at the end of the year, they spend also amount of money to support civil society, NGO. Who are the civil society? Who are they? In the realm of things, when the ships are done, you find that they don't even exist. They only exist within the bedroom of the creator. So, and those are the ones they are using to thwart the efforts of the civil society. We may be having press conference today here. If the government doesn't like what we are saying, they will just organize some nuisance to go and do the same thing. From office of the information minister, that is where tests will be crafted and presented to them to deliver. This is what we have been going through. And of course, we also have labor, unwilling labor organization that is ready at any time to crumble the genuine struggle of the Nigerian people. You find that even within the union itself, the workers are now struggling for attention from their own leaders, whom they have appointed to serve them. Because they feel with the government, they are okay, they don't care whether the workers pay check-off dues or not. You now see every year in, year out, government voting billions of naira to labor. When they are negotiating fuel, when there is fuel increase now, the moment there is crisis, labor took advantage of it, and then they want to negotiate. And the negotiation will be that, okay, we allow it at this level, but you must give us some percentage. That is what is happening. So the corruption has spread all length and breadth of the country. And the question is, who will bear the cat? And the reason why we keep crying, why we keep talking, is that change is inevitable. We are only praying for positive change. Because if at the end of the day, the right thing is not done, definitely, by the time the people move to the street, only God knows where it will end. And it's part of the insecurity we are seeing everywhere. Because the government has promoted corruption to the highest level of governance. And so a man that does not have food to eat is frustrated. That frustration lead to desperation, and desperation can lead to anything. And that is exactly what we are having in this country today. And most of them that have stolen this money, most of them cannot walk in the night because they are afraid of their shadow. Some that have limousine cars, they prefer to take public transport at night if they must go out. You now see a governor in the toilet, a security hanging on the door because he's afraid of his life. The governor is in the bedroom with his wife, security is hanging on the door. He's dropping into what is happening in the bedroom because they are afraid of their shadow. So what they are doing is hurting them. And I think the earlier the better for the government to listen to the public and do what is right.